Hello everyone, welcome back to this lecture in which we are going to understand that how water pressure varies in the capillarity zone and what is the effect of this capillarity on water pressure. As you already know that water pressure is nothing but that is the pressure acting on the water. In soil it is termed as pore water pressure, but for now I am going to make you understand in the capillarity tube, and the same concept will be then applied to the soil also in our later lectures. But for your basic understanding, please focus on this lecture also, because that is the basic lecture that how your pore water pressure varies in the capillarity zone. Now please see here that you might have already studied that the surface tension is acting at the free surface, and you already know that there is a component of the surface tension that is acting in the vertically upward direction. So this is the surface tension force in the upward direction, and you also know that this surface tension force acts at the free surface. So if I am observing this particular layer, let us suppose that this particular layer is named as AA. Then what I can say? That surface tension is acting in the upward direction on the water at the layer A. Yes or no? So if I ask you that what is the water pressure, what is the water pressure at level AA? So that will be because of the surface tension force, and yes, this surface tension force is acting in the upward direction. But yes, remember here that I want to get the value of pressure, so we have to divide that by the area. In the previous lecture, we have studied that this surface tension force in the upward direction is equal to the weight of liquid raised. So, if here the height of rise is hc, now you can also see that will be equals to be the weight of liquid raised divided by area of the tube. So, what is the height of liquid raised? If you want to calculate the weight, it can be written down as hc into area of the tube into gamma w, that is the weight. Whereas if I again divide it by area, you will get that value as hc into gamma w. But also remember here that in our previous lectures where we have studied about the total stress, effective stress, we there observed that most of the pressure, whether that is because of the self weight of the soil or because of the surcharge, those were acting in the downward direction and they were considered as positive. But here the surface tension force is acting in the upward direction, and hence for the sign we have to take negative sign here because this surface tension is in the upward direction. So I am just putting a negative sign here. And why this negative sign? Because this pressure is actually in the upward direction. So that is the water pressure at level AA. Now let us define one more level, and this level is BB. I am assuming that the distance between AA and BB layer is X. But if I ask you that what will be the additional force acting on the BB layer of water, so you will say that there will be some weight of water that is lying above the layer BB. That weight of water will be acting in the downward direction. So if I ask you that what is the water pressure at level BB, so you can see here that see, this water is actually pulled up at the top by a pressure equals to be minus gamma WHC, but there will be some another force in the downward direction because of the weight of the fluid in A to B. So as the weight is in the downward direction, I am using the positive sign here. So what will be that? That will be equals to be the weight of liquid in AB, in A to B divided by area. So what will be the weight of liquid in A to B? That will be nothing but that will be equals to be gamma W into X into area divided by area. So this will be equals to be minus gamma W HC plus gamma W into X. And hence you can here say that it will be equals to be gamma W into X minus HC. And yes, here you can see that the value of X can also vary, but up to this normal water level, the value of X will be lesser than HC. And hence, up to the normal water level, the net sign of this particular term will be negative. But if I ask you that what will be the value of water pressure at this normal water level, so let me write down that normal water level as the layer CC. So now can you tell me that what will be the water pressure at the level CC? So that will be equals to be C minus gamma W into HC is already acting at the top in the upward direction. But when I am observing the level CC, above CC, what you can see here, that there is some weight of water column, and the weight of water column will be of the height HC, as above CC the height of water column is HC. So hence here you can say that gamma W into HC will be the weight pressure in the downward direction. And if you solve both of these, then you will get the value as equals to be 0 at the level CC. That means at the normal water level, the water pressure will be equals to be 0. But again, just further extend our study to this level, that is the layer DD. What I can see here, that at the level DD, let us assume that this distance is y, then at the level DD, the weight of fluid acting in the downward direction will be of the water column having height equals to be HC plus y. Yes or no? So water pressure, what I can write down, that water pressure at the level DD will be nothing but that will be equals to be minus gamma W plus into HC is already acting in the upward direction. But in the downward direction, now the weight pressure will be equals to be HC plus Y into gamma W. And hence, if you further solve this, you will see that the water pressure is positive gamma W into Y. So if you observe here, see X raised to power is 1. Even here also Y raised to power is 1. That means from here what I can see, that the water pressure will vary linearly. So the variation is linear, not only here but also here. But if I want to plot this variation here, what I can say, that the water pressure is negative. Water pressure is negative in the capillarity zone, that is above the level CC, but water pressure is positive below the water level, that is CC. So if I plot the variation of water pressure here, what I can see, let me choose a different color. Let us choose the color as black. So what I can see, actually water pressure is indicated by mu W, that you already know. So let us assume that this is the level of 0 water pressure. Now at the top, that is at the level AA, what you can say, that the water pressure is negative gamma WHC. So here I am plotting that value as negative gamma WHC. But after that, you also know that at the level CC, the value will be equals to be 0. So here the value will be 0. Whereas below this normal water level, you will see that the water pressure is positive and is increasing linearly. So as the variation is linear, what I can say, that the variation will be drawn simply by the straight line like this. And here at this level of dd, you will observe that the value is equals to be gamma w into y, whereas at the level cc, the value is equals to be 0. So what you have observed here, that the water pressure is negative in the capillarity zone and it is positive below the normal water level. So just note it here in our next slide. What I have observed right now, that we have observed that water pressure is negative in the capillarity zone, and becomes zero at normal water level, and it becomes positive below normal water level. So this is what we have observed. And if I ask you that what is the maximum negative water pressure, so here you can say that the maximum negative water pressure is nothing but that is equals to be gamma w into hc. Yes or no? And where this is acting? This is actually acting at the top of capillarity zone. It is acting at the top of capillarity. Yes or no? This negative water pressure is also known as maximum suction pressure. Or it is sometimes also known as maximum capillarity suction. But if I ask you that what is the formula of HC, then we have already derived the formula of HC as 4 sigma cos theta upon gamma w into d. And hence this formula can be written down as, see, I am ignoring negative sign here because we are already defining that this is negative suction. So this can be written down as 4 sigma cos theta divided by d. And yes, this is actually an important term, that is the maximum suction or maximum capillarity suction in the soil. So that's all for this lecture, because there are some factors also that will affect the maximum suction in the soil that we are going to observe or we are going to learn in our next lecture. Till then, keep learning, keep growing.